Hello, everybody. Good evening. Good evening. It's September 20th, 2025, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Hello, Mrs. Matson. Welcome. You're early this evening. How are you? Hi, Jamie. Welcome. Hi, Mark. Battle. Good to see you guys. It's been one crazy week. How's everybody doing? Remember to hit the thumbs up when you come in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I cannot believe it is towards the end of September already. Like, September just flew. There's so much going on in the news. It's like one I thought our lives were crazy, but the whole world is nuts. You 700 detox bath. I know. I know. I want to take a detox bath tonight. That's why we're going to be ending at 11:30 instead of midnight. I think an hour and a half is good. I've had a rough week. Weird things happen, but we endure and live on despite the evil ones. I thought what's going on with us individually is nuts. But have you listened to the news lately? You know, it's the world is waking up. The world is waking up to the nonsense that's going on. I think the whole Charlie Kirk thing, and I didn't even know who he was. I had to look him up on the internet. Um, One of my roosters died today. Hi, Nick. Welcome. My rooster, Trey Gowdy. Trey Gowdy, my rooster died today. He's not been the same since the dog attack, when the dog was on the property attacking. Yeah, it was very sad. Like, I've noticed, like, he was limping. So I decided to wrap his leg this evening. And one of the other roosters was picking on him and stuff. So I go into the cat's building. I clean up his feet, wrap his leg, go into the cat's building. I'm in there, what, 15 minutes? I come out and he's dead on the floor. Good evening, Cheryl. Yeah, I mean, it's just another thing. It's like I'm like numbed out at this point. Hi, Pamela. Welcome. Yes, I know. I hear you. Yep, yep. Remember to hit the thumbs up when you guys come in. Yeah, it's just I lost my rooster Snowden last week, and that was really upsetting. Snowden and Snowy, the female, were killed like within the same day. I lost 5 guineas. I lost another guinea yesterday. I think a fox got the guinea. So I have lost 6 guineas, 2 kittens, and now 2 roosters and a hen. Hi, River Bluff. Welcome. Hi, Cheryl. I think so. I really think so, Cheryl. It's too much trauma. And you know what I feel like when it's dissociating? Because it's too much. I look at what they're doing to the property and it's so upsetting. And then with the animals on top of it. And I have so much responsibility here. Like, most people don't understand what I go through on a daily basis. Hi, City of Fullerton, gang stalking. Welcome. So on a regular basis, every day I spend at least, hi, oh, thank you so much, Kurek. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I spend a minimum of 4 hours every day taking care of animals, you know, and I'm not complaining, but, I shouldn't be spending that much time because I have more kittens now than expected to have at this stage of my life. Well, I can't. I have too many animals to take care of. I've got too much responsibility here. But, there are so many other things I need to be doing, like marketing my property and getting the hell out of here. And, when more people come in, or maybe I'll just tell you now, I had something really horrible and traumatizing happen last night. So, I appreciate all the people that are in here right now. Last night, just before 10 p.m., I'm put to sleep. I'm knocked out, which is not uncommon. It didn't last long, but it lasted long enough for somebody to disconnect the internet, enter my house, inject me in my gum, the right lower portion of my gum. They scraped the enamel off one of my top teeth. This is the second or third time they've done this, and split. And I wake up, I'm freaked out because as soon as I wake up, I feel pain on my lower gum and I stick my tongue there. I'm very serious, Joey. I am used as a fucking pincushion. They are experimenting on me like nobody's business. They come and go from my property like they own it. And I'll tell you a little bit more about it, but they are banking on me. That's why they don't want me to move. They are making hundreds of thousands of millions of dollars off of my body because I was perfectly healthy when I moved here. I'm like one of those people who, like my DNA, my family lives until their 90s. We have no disease, no C word, no nothing in our families. There's no heart disease, there's no Alzheimer's, there's no kidney disease, there's a nothing. Nobody's disabled. Nobody, we have no illness on both sides of the family, except my father smoked 3 packs of cigarettes a day. But yeah, he was being targeted too. And they ended up giving him a heart attack at the age of 70. But otherwise, he was in perfect health too, a full head of hair, all of his teeth, you know. But they have deteriorated my health here. Joey, why are you giving your address? Are you sure you want to do that? Yeah, misdirected use of the human body. Yes. Well, what ended up happening was when I stuck my tongue over there, after I felt like my gum was sore, it tasted like Novocaine. You know how when you go to the dentist and they give you Novocaine and it's numb? Well, it was numb, it was swollen, and I tasted something like it was like an injection, like it was a Novocaine. And I took a photo of it, to the best of my ability. But before I looked at all that, I had my phone because I was watching something. It's the military. It's the army. They use cocaine, and I've never used cocaine in my life. I have never high targeted ones. I have never used cocaine at all. Just saying, so you're all witnesses. I don't smoke, drink, do drugs. I have never used cocaine. I've never used meth. I don't drink alcohol. I don't smoke weed. um, I don't eat meat. I don't drink soda. I don't take an aspirin. I take no pharmaceuticals. Unless I need an antibiotic, I take zero, nothing. I live a very clean, healthy lifestyle. Um, that's horrible, Pamela. That's horrible. But the reason I know is, like, I was in the middle of watching something, so I immediately wake up, and it's like I see what time lapse was, but then I see on my computer screen, the little circle that goes around and around and around. So I check my phone and my internet was disconnected. So I took a screenshot of that. I waited a couple of minutes, still no internet. They wanted to make sure that my cameras would not pick up any sound or visual. It was approximately 8 to 10 minutes, possibly longer, that I had no internet. And somebody came in and out of my house, injected my gum, scraped the enamel off my tooth again. I had perfect teeth. Scrape enamel off my teeth again, and it feels throbbing. Like right now, it's throbbing a little bit. Like not horrible, but that something obviously was done. They have done experiments, surgical procedures on my legs, on my arm, on my shoulders. I mean, they are destroying me. They have directed energy weapons to both of my ankles, my calves. I always have wounds there. Oh, is that right? The dental injections are full of graphene. Oh, great. Meanwhile, I just detoxed my body because I got hit. By the way, after the last chat, they hit me so bad with microwaves Sunday morning that I was literally sick for about 4 or 5 days. I did not eat for 2 solid days, almost 3, only fluids. I literally ate my first big meal yesterday and, a salad today and a half a sandwich, but, stuff was coming out of my body like nobody's business, and I was glad, I was thrilled because whatever it is that they did kind of reset my body, it made me very dehydrated. I could not get out of bed. It was horrible. Mrs. Matson, exactly. That's why I need a second person here. I if I were in a relationship, if I were married, literally half of what's happening to me would not be happening. I'd even mentioned this to my mother when she was still living back in New Jersey. Your mom and aunt talk about 3 days of darkness a lot, about 20 years in age difference. That's very interesting. I've heard about that. I've heard about that also. But you know what? Actually, people have been saying that for years, but you never know when it's going to happen. And it did. It made me very dehydrated. All I was doing was drinking fluids and resting a lot. Hi, Aaron Andrew. Welcome, welcome. More and more people are creating YouTube channels about gang stalking. Exactly, Nick. That's what ends up happening. It's almost like they can only get me to sleep when I'm in a resting state. I have to be sitting. Well, if I'm standing, like they can try to do it, but they're not going to knock me out when I'm standing. It's a numbers game. By the time this evil game plays out, a majority of them will have already joined Team Scumbag. Yeah. Well, here in rural towns, they all join Team Scumbag. Either that or they just back off completely. If they can't get them to participate, you won't see or hear from them at all. And those are the ones that, the better people. And there are some decent people that live around here, but not the ones that are involved. The ones that are involved are evil to the core. And when I move from Kentucky, I will never return here. Never. So anyway, and I spoke to, well, today and yesterday, I spoke to targeted people. Let's see. S, hi, welcome. S, remember to hit the thumbs up, guys, when you come in. It's so bad. Energy weapons, noise weapons, hacking, stalking, illegal experiments. Prayers, y'all. Sandy Williamson Rudiger. Oh, hi, Sandy. Welcome. And thank you for sharing your full name. It's always nice to know, because so many people like you have your YouTube channel name. And then when you guys email me, it's another email address name, and you don't always sign your name. A good question. Jessica is still where she is. I was told today to hide her testimony. Hi, Joey. Joey Cachu Bichera. Are you Mexican, Puerto Rican, Portuguese, Cuban, Mexican, Hispanic, Latino type? Okay, yeah, I know what you guys are. Like, yeah. Hi, his girl, welcome. Your cell phone internet along with the public library is quarantined. Why is it quarantined? Well, thank you for coming on, Pam. I appreciate your being here. I appreciate everybody being here and all the new people. Welcome. Proverbs 24 and 20 says that there shall be no reward for the evil man. The candle of the wicked shall be put out. Well, or I'm hoping that. Oh, the computer at the library. What time zone are you? Oh, they have your stuff coming from the cloud. Oh, gotcha. Did the math. There's 6 houses around you. Get a check. It adds up to over 300,000 per year. Is that crazy? The isolation created by all the harassment is so hard. My oldest son hasn't been home in almost a year and a half. God help us. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, so you're Eastern time also. You see a heart button, but no like button. Oh, okay, so you don't have you can't hit the thumbs up? That's interesting. Because I see that 21 people hit the thumbs up. Um I know that I can't hit the thumbs up until after the, live stream ends. Oh, double tap the screen. Yeah, it's horrible. I haven't seen my daughter in years. It's like one thing after the next, though. She's had multiple jobs, moving, and your hypothesis is contractors took advantage of YouTube by creating a problem only these so-called contractors can solve. That's quite possible, and I believe that that's the creepy voice. If you hear a creepy voice in the background, you're not just hearing things. That is the creepy resident voice that's on my side. YouTube can't do anything about it because it's probably from a private contractor. It's also on some of my security cameras. Using YouTube against the creators to do what they have done to you. Yes. Oh, you don't hear the creepy voice. Good. Oh, yeah, my gang is definitely making an easy million. From what I've been told, like I'm a high level target, a high value target for some unknown reason. Maybe it's because both of my families are so healthy. um, yes, yes. It helps connecting here and others who are going through this stuff. Yes, yes. Pam says, tell me more, Joey. That YouTube is against creators to do what they have done to you using YouTube. It is a constant battle. Exactly, Mrs. Matson. Cameras are a waste of money. They always get in and change what's truly there. Sometimes they change things, and there's no way to really try. Wait, wait. Try not to have you show anymore. A story is worse than your own. I have a friend named Adriana. Oh yes, yes. She escaped to Canada, but her videos are still there. She has some powerful. Yes, Adriana. Yeah, she's so cute. What a sweet little girl she is. Oh, thank you, Jill. I'm high value because I give so much information and are outing the gang stalkers more than anyone else on YouTube. That's part of it for sure. Well, no, what it is I've caught every one of my neighbors in the act on video. So they can say, "Oh, try to sick their lawyer on me, say that if I'm gonna talk about them, that they're gonna sue me for defamation." Well, try. I will sue you for stalking, slander, trespassing, poopy diapers, throwing bombs on my property. Yes, oh, and the army. So anyway, my guess has always been right. Like I've had some videos analyzed by Amy Holm, and one of my targeted female friends. Yes, I have a huge problem with food. It goes bad very, and I buy expensive organic food, and they are poisoning the water, poisoning the food. They puncture the food and they inject it with something to cause it to rot, mold, fungus. I'm absolutely certain that I'm getting sick from my food even though I buy really good food. So it's gotten to the point where I'm spending more money in buying individual um, cans and bottles so that I can drink it one at a time and not have something left over, which is ridiculous. Nobody should have to live like this. Yes, yes, pears. I've noticed pears, apples, very grainy. I bought organic plums that are usually delicious, and I would cut them open, and the criminals would brown the inside of them. Bioplasma sea salts help a lot. I ran out. That's so interesting that you say that. I just ran out of those bioplasma cell salts. I went into my vitamin cabinet because there's so many vitamins that I buy and I don't take them because I don't like taking capsules. I feel like they open them and reclose them, so I threw them all out. I can't even tell you how much money I threw out in vitamins. But unless it's like a gel tab or a tablet, I'm not gonna buy it anymore. Yes, they have stolen my vitamins too. Yes, they steal all the really good vitamins. They've stolen chlorophyll, um, what is it called? What is it? Not olive leaf, oregano oil. Good evening, SDL. Welcome. Yes, they've stolen the oregano oil, the shilajit. They've stolen the shilajit. Um, well, I'll open up my vitamins that were full, and I'll have 3 left. Oh my goodness, they open up your liver cleanser, replace it with turmeric. Oh my goodness, you had battery and wire implanted in your spine and you had it removed. Oh my goodness. Linda, welcome, welcome. Remember to hit the thumbs up. Fusion centers access private cameras and can take still shots and videos from the feeds. Yes, yes, yes. NAC is really important. I do have NAC. You know what it is? I spent so much time caring for the animals and doing things for them. I don't take as much time for myself. When I go to sleep at night, my doors are barricaded. Like right now, there's one that nobody can get in and out of anytime. And then, of course, my front door is open right now, but locked on the inside. Open meaning I have two doors. I've got a screen door just to allow some air in here. Please, everyone, watch a Barry Step, Stepp, part 460. You all need to know this. Barry. Now, what is that? Is that a YouTube channel? Barry Step, is that a YouTube channel? I always learn some things from the chat. Let's see. Hello, Targeted Canada. It's a TikTok compilation. I've heard that the fifth wheel and the RVs and stuff are really easy to break into. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry to hear that, S. Yeah, hang in there. You're still here. Hi, Targeted Truth Finder. Oh, good to see you. Welcome, welcome. So I wanted to comment on Jessica Thomason, PhD, who's been held against her will now 14 months. They're going to be doing a habeas. Yeah, the activated charcoal, they've stolen that from me. Yes, that activated charcoal. They've stolen because I have the tablets that I really prefer, and they've stolen like half a bottle of my activated charcoal tablets. So Jessica is still incarcerated at the Bryce psychiatric ward against her will, being injected with Abilify and Cymbalta. But she told me today to please hide her testimony. She's so afraid that she will not be able to find a job. Meanwhile, she already has a job offer on the table with somebody who will not take it away from her, knows exactly what's happening. Yes, the shallot, zinc, sea moss, colloidal silver, colloidal gold, turmeric. I know, this is ridiculous. Jessica would be out if she did not have a lawyer. I will tell you that I worked my ass off for her. I worked my butt off. Like every day, I was on the phone with her for hours. I spoke to her lawyer. I spoke to the hospital. I got all of her medical records, like all like 800 pages of her medical records, and wrote all the stuff for her on her behalf. Sent it all to the judge, and her lawyer refused to submit what I wrote on behalf of Jessica, what I and what I wrote on behalf of Jessica for conservatorship, guardianship. They're trying to have over her now, and her lawyer has not submitted any of what I did. Zero. They're keeping her on two grounds. The piece of crap medical doctor, not psychiatrist, Sanjay K. Singh, his fake diagnosis, and her mother, the narcissist, who lied to get Jessica in there. It's all corruption. Well, I don't know about the EMF can't penetrate water. These guys, they get me when I'm in the bathtub. Well, thank you so much, Jill. I not to brag or whatever, but I should have spent the time on me. I would have been a lot further in my own personal affairs, but I can't resist, when something like when this is so egregious, and she's, like, the same age as my daughter. Like, it's, like, really pissing me off. If my yard is fenced, get a Malinois or Karen Stewart told me that too. When she was, telling me what kind of dog to get, she said to get a Malinois, but, one of my friends' son, who's a cop, he has one, and when she babysits this dog, she says, "I can't dog sit this dog. This dog has energy, like, through the roof. Like, this dog needs a job. Like, you need to give a Malinois dog a job." Use foot ionizer bath that pulls the metal. Yeah, I need to do that. I bought those detox foot pads, and I used them 2 days in a row, and I just didn't remember to put them on today. The stuff that was coming out of my body was incredible. Hi, Endure to the End. Welcome, welcome. Yes, the borax also. Usually when I take an Epsom salt bath, I'll add like a cup of borax and a cup of baking soda and a couple of, kind of some essential oils. Your dog is nuts, bark constantly. Yeah, the borax is not bad. The borax is good. Like if you shower, to put it in a little cup and scrub it on your body because it's like an exfoliant. I'll actually mix a little bit of borax in with some of my wet pet food and stuff. You take boron each day. That's good. Let's see. I've seen a clip from these compilation videos where a man had detox nanobots from his body. I have the chemical name for what's here somewhere. You sprinkle it a little in your water. Yeah, there are some people that say that you could like do a pinch of borax in water every day. I don't always remember to do it. You have right frequencies, nano evacuation frequency session while in the borax bath. Well, there are some of them online, and I actually have a couple on my channel under Zachos Breedlove Ewing. There are some frequencies. It was a targeted guy, young, and they took him out. I'll write his name in the chat so you can check him out. You know who's missing tonight? Con artist is not here. Yes, he's got some good stuff on his channel, and I have 2 or 3 of his videos downloaded on mine. Oh, I don't listen to an app, a right frequency app. I listen to the YouTube channels that have the right frequencies. No, I did not. Oh, no, I haven't blocked anybody here. Let me check my email though, see if anybody's emailing me. Bad mental imagery you're sending there, Linda. They keep hitting you right where you see section. Oh, goodness, that's horrible. Well, I don't have any email from him, saying that he couldn't get in or anything. Sometimes if people can't get into either the chat or listen to it on their phone, they'll send me a quick email. So I wanted to say that the targeted female that I spoke to, who I've known for a long time and that I trust, and we have both used Amy Hollum to analyze our audios, that my name pops up on some of her analysis reports. So evidently, we are being targeted by some of the same people. Oh, what they do to women is unbelievable. Yes, it's disgusting. Yeah, they hit you, in the vagina, in the rear end, in you know, your breasts. If you send a testimonial, can I use people's names that are part of target? Oh yeah, absolutely. If it's true, as long as you're not making stuff up, it's not defamation if it's true. I mean, if you're making stuff up, then sure, somebody can sue you. If you're falsifying stuff, like that gorilla boy that says that I'm a bona fide schizophrenic. If anybody knows his real legal name, please email me privately. That guy needs to be taught a lesson. Oh, okay. Repeat what you can look up to get the frequency specifically. Um, you can go onto YouTube. There is there are a couple of creators that are really good. Let me think about this a second. There's this guy. Anthony Sommer, not Summer, Sommer. He's got a great channel. And he's got videos where he's got music only, like for 8 hours straight with no commercials. Like you could listen to it if you try to go to not that anybody gets 8 hours of sleep, but you can listen to his music straight. Anthony Sommer, and then there's something frequencies. I have to go look at my let me just look quickly just on my alerts here. Let's see. Um, well, I don't have any music alerts to remember their channels, but Anthony Sommer, Sommer, is a good channel. Let me see here. 1 second. Okay, I've got his channel. I'll give you the link. He's got a lot of healing frequencies. Hi, Targeted Patent, welcome. Dr. Virtual, that's another one. Yeah, Dr. Virtual's another one. Hi, Urban Hillbilly, welcome, welcome. Remember to hit the thumbs up when you come in. Yeah, I just left a link to Anthony Summers' main channel. And he's this is his one of his other channels. And the link that I'm going to post next is Zacho's Breed Love Ewing. I pray to God would heal my open scar, but let's see. Okay. Oh, good, Jill. Yeah, they have special plans around that comet. Oh, I'm sure they do. A device you plug in the wall keeps mice away. They need to make one to keep loser cowards away. They're going to quarantine people online. They're rounding up the homeless people. Yes, yes, Zacho's. He was so good. Hi, Elsie. Welcome. Yes, I see a lot of people here this evening. Yeah, I'm glad you're all here this evening. Yeah, so I was experimented on again last night, approximately 10 p.m. So anyway, oh, I wanted to get back to the people that are targeting me and another targeted female. Number one on the list is, drumroll, my favorite Bureau of Investigation, as I suspected, the FBI, top of the list. Army training, which I suspected. NATO, which I was unsure. I was clueless about that. And drum roll, last but not least, the Freemasons, which I knew already. So, between the Masons and the FBI, I'm screwed. They both hide in the dark and hide in secret. And of course, those stupid little army guys running around my property. Little army guys. That's probably the one that was wearing the baseball hat when they set off that explosion that all you guys heard in the live stream. What was it, May 20th? With the explosion? Yes, they're kidnapping the homeless people. And there are citizen journalists that are going out there interviewing people that are like on guard, that are lucid about it. And they're so concerned because families are disappearing. And what some of what they witnessed was they're rounding them up, taking their belongings away from them. Cops are doing this, putting them in vans and taking them away. Some people are saying that they're being trafficked to another country, but they're taking all the belongings away from them. Hi, Toward the Terra. Welcome. I believe that they're kidnapping the homeless. I've seen 2 videos this week about it. I mean, it's real. They're interviewing people on the street that are very concerned about people that they hung out with yesterday, that they see every day, that have disappeared. Yeah, they're getting snatched up. And it's ever since the Prez signed that bill, like outlawing homelessness. They're making it a you're a criminal. It's a criminal act to be homeless now. It's horrible. Yes, exactly, about their belongings. And you know their belongings, they probably have identification, photos and stuff like that. You know, a cell phone. You know, some of them are still in contact with family members. Other family members are reporting their homeless people missing. I would say that too. You know what? I never suspected that. Good point, Urban Hillbilly. Most homeless are probably targeted, my opinion. I'll tell you, like years ago, like my daughter was part of Habitat for Humanity versus school, and she and her friends drove down to South Carolina, and they worked at a homeless shelter, and they actually built a house. They actually built something for homeless people, but they were in a homeless shelter, like serving food. And my daughter was like interviewing people. And when she came home, she told me, she says, Mom, like it's unbelievable. There was somebody in there with a PhD. And she asked, and it was a woman, she's like, how did you get here with a PhD? She says, well, and of course, she had medical issues and medical expenses, and then she couldn't pay her bills and stuff like that. Like one thing left to the next. Sometimes you go through a divorce, um, but you don't know whether or not somebody's actually targeted where they can't find another employment. They're purposely made to not have employment. Like with Jessica. Jessica Thomason's got a PhD and she's stuck not being able to earn a living for 14 months. Like she's at the prime of her life, prime earning capacity too. Well, yeah, they are hunting us. That you can only warn people. You can only give them your experience. You can only give them guidance. You know, people will do what they're going to do regardless. I have not driven into town in since Christmas. I think since it was before Christmas. It's September already. I haven't been into town shopping or anything in like 9 months. It's ridiculous. I have not driven out of here in 9 months, which is insane. I would have, but I've got all these kittens that take I know I haven't missed anything. The only thing is, when you're in town, like I could have bought bags of topsoil that I really need. Bags of topsoil, some drinks that I like to buy there, bottles, bottled coffee, extra bottles of water, like fresh bananas, you know. Yes, you can post any links here. You can post any links here in the chat, in the live chat. You cannot post links under the comments section of my videos. They will be held for review. But yeah, you can post anything here, any links possible. If you have a YouTube channel, post your link here. There are at least one missing children report in Ontario, Canada every week, sometimes 3 times a week. Gangs are going after everybody who's vulnerable, especially homeless people and kids. Family members of the disappearing homeless say that they can't find no official record of their existence anymore. Well, that's a good point. If they're stealing their belongings, like most of them have like a backpack, they'll keep everything they own in their backpack. That would go for any ID or driver's license or any photos they have of family members, of loved ones, addresses, whatever it is, their last special belongings. It could even be pieces of jewelry or something. They are being stripped of everything. I think this is an atrocity. You think that this is like, oh yeah, Russia, Russia, Russia. I'm sure it's not happening there. Heard they will activate sleeper cells, but if you're out of major cities, it wouldn't worry about it much. Yeah, the big city, I would worry about like New York City, Chicago, Los Angeles. I would Baltimore. Oh no. You kill It's so hard to grow an avocado tree. Vicky says, Brian too says that we're next. And we all need to leave for South America. Well, that's not a possibility for most of us. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard people do that toward the Terra. Your situation is complicated. You go on regular road trips. You have a basement apartment with 4 storage lockers right now. The Peace Corps, yeah, that would be a good. The gang stalking program is worldwide, but people have found relief in some other countries. And because of the language barrier. No, I mean the only place I'd move is out of this state. And there's some states I would never move to. I would never move to California or Florida. You have a huge Saint Bernard. Vietnam and most of Asia is enforcing digital ID. Hi, true peace and security. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, yeah. In my case, it's definitely the FBI. It's the FBI and the Freemasons here in Kentucky and my neighbors. And there is some military here, so it's army training. They're training on me, on my body. They injected me last night, approximately 10 p.m. Knocked me out inside of my mouth. You're being stalked online by Asians. I have this one. I wish I could show you. I mean, I wish there was a way to show you. Let's see. Jack Cruz went to South America. I'm in California. Well, I know of a targeted female in California. She texted me to say that she's leaving. She's going. Uh, I think she's going to Colombia. I don't know. That sounds so familiar, Dr. Jack Cruz. It sounds so familiar. Yeah, I'm going to type it in. Yes, I've been getting a lot of Asian writing on some of my comment section, but every day I receive an email from this guy named Tony. Yeah, the octopus never sleeps. And Tony is from an Asian country and writes all the Asian, the calligraphy or whatever it is. And I have blocked this guy, but every day, multiple times a day, he keeps sending me email after email. I can't get rid of this person. I just delete, delete, delete. Dr. Jack Cruz. Let me look this up. Dr. Jack Cruz. Oh, him. Okay, okay. I see. The Guiding Lighthouse of podcasts. Oh, I see. Streamed 2 months ago. Who Controls America? Dr. Jack Cruz exposes the real power structure. So he's sort of like a doctor whistleblower. Dr. Jack Cruz, Silent Weapons for Silent Wars. Oh, okay. So he's like pretty much all over the internet here. Okay, I see. You've had injections. I don't know what they have done to me at the local hospital while I've had surgery. Minor surgeries, I was put to sleep. I won't even go to the hospital anymore. I posted this video yesterday, Silent Weapons for Silent Wars. Is I have that book, by the way. If you ever want me to read from it, I have read a little bit from it in the past. Does anybody know what tech deal Trump made with the UK? I do not know. If anybody knows, Paraguay as well. Does anybody know anything about Portugal? I don't know why that country keeps popping into my mind. Portugal. And coming up in my feed on YouTube is Switzerland. I know, Nick. This is about to go crazy. Already is. Can't imagine our near future. These people are out of control. They're so out of control, and I think that the ones that were jabbed are more out of control. There are so many YouTube creators complaining about what's going on in the world. And the whole Charlie Kirk thing is like totally off the charts. The Barry Step video. Okay, let me just go look that up. Barry Step. Part 460. Okay, so this is most disturbing videos on the internet today. Part 460. Who is this guy? Who is Barry Step? Let's see. Okay, so here's the video that you're referring to. Barry Step. Here it is, Barry Step 460. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's horrible toward the Terra. Proprietary technology deal, basically AI. That's what Grok said about the tech deal with the UK. I can't watch the regular news. It's just too upsetting. Oh, okay. Yeah, he's got 135,000 subscribers. On this one video alone, he's got 7,700 likes, 1,400 plus comments. Oh, I can't wait to watch it now. I guess after this live stream ends, I'll watch a little bit of this. Broken window theory. Look up broken window theory. Broken window theory? All right, let's see. Okay, ChatGPT says the broken window theory is a criminological concept developed in the 1980s by social scientists named James Q. Wilson and George L. Kelling. It argues that visible signs of disorder in community, such as broken windows, graffiti, litter, abandoned cars, or neglected properties, encourage further disorder, crime, and antisocial behavior. Core ideas: disorder breeds crime. If a window is broken and not repaired, people perceive that no one cares. This signals tolerance of disorder, leading to more vandalism, petty crime, and eventually serious crime. Well, that's what's happening here on my property. I just can't even repair half the stuff that they've done to me. Small problems escalate if ignored. Minor offenses like loitering, panhandling, or public drinking may create an environment that feels unsafe. This erodes community trust and invites more criminal activity. Policing and prevention. Windows policing emphasizes maintaining order by addressing small crimes quickly. Examples: fixing vandalism, enforcing public nuisance laws, cleaning graffiti, or removing abandoned vehicles. Well, that's not happening here. Applications. It's widely used in the 1990s, especially in New York City, where police cracked down on fare, evasion, graffiti, and street disorder. Some credit it with reducing crime rates, while others argue larger social factors played a bigger role. Criticism. It can lead to over policing of minor infractions, disproportionately impacting marginalized groups. Critics say it focuses too much on appearances instead of the root causes of crime, which are poverty, inequality, and unemployment. So today, many argue for a balanced approach, investing in community developing and housing while also maintaining a public order. I have 3 broken windows. Yep, 3 broken windows. One, 2, 3. So everything's done in threes. I mean, the fact that the FBI, uh, the military, the neighbors, they're all doing it, laughing and giggling and stuff against a senior person. It just really, it's so disturbing. That they're doing it against women is even more disturbing. Yeah, I think anybody that drives a lot. River Bluff, share your email privately with K Vicky and Cheryl. I don't I have Cheryl's email address. I don't know if I have Vicky's email address. Let me just check my mail here a second. Now I don't know if I have the correct email address for you, River Bluff. Uh, I have one from March. No, I think this is it. Yeah, I think this is it. I could send your email address to Cheryl right now. Okay, Cheryl, it's on its way to you. Let's see. Let's see. K Vicky. Oh, I do. I have it right here. Karen. Okay. Okay, Karen, you will be receiving an email in 1 second with an email address. Okay, you should both have River Bluff. I just sent your email address to Karen and Cheryl. Hi, James. Welcome. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't see it because I was busy typing the email. Lawyers, as the guy said, he can't help me. Another office, I heard somebody say the fire department warned us about him. Oh, interesting. Yeah, the truth always comes out the way they're the whisper campaign. I knew the FBI was involved because when I called them in New Jersey, they hung up on me. Such professional bunch of creatures, huh? So professional. Oh, you're welcome, Cheryl. I'm just scrolling up to see what I missed. Jill says, if anybody needs a place, I have a 3-bedroom house in California, cheap rent. It's the home I was raised and owned by my mom, and I will be inheriting it. Hi, James. In Newbie? Where's Newbie? What state are you in? California, here I come, Nick says. Let's see. It's frequency. I have proof that the cell tower 600 meters away is roasting me, but the police don't care. And I'm blocked from finding a good lawyer. Are they hung up on you too, Patton? I mean, how dare they? And that was in New Jersey. And then when my mom called, they didn't even treat her nicely. Hi, Battle for Your Brain. Get a radio frequency and non-linear junction device scan for covertly non-consensually implanted BCI GPS. Aren't those expensive, Battle? Hi, business owner. Welcome. 11:11. It is 11:11. We should all meditate. um. Yes, freedom. Freedom, freedom, freedom. How about the funding runs out? No more funding. Funding is cut. Well, we can forget it because the military and the FBI like have money out of, from pulling people over and stealing everything they've got. They get rich aside from their salaries from stealing from people. It's hard to get people. Yes. Well, if Jessica gets out of that facility, she might be interested. Because she was actually performing her research in California, and the job offer that she's got on the table is from a doctor in California. So, if she ever gets out of this Bryce, Alabama, she'll be needing a place to live. She can't go back home. Oh yeah, all these, the intel agencies are rich from stealing drugs from people. No, I know about people are saying the same thing about Cash, that they thought that he would have found Gangstalking and cut it, but nope, no. California is so huge. So just the sheer number of the population. But make no mistake, small communities like this, they get everybody. Okay. Yeah, I know. Isn't that funny, Nick? Jessica has the same judge. Yep, same judge, same jurisdiction, same judge. Yep. And the thing is with the weapons is, They're everywhere now. They're getting into the hands of the wrong people. The Department of Defense frequently resells their equipment when they're getting new stuff. They have bids and auctions on them, and equipment goes missing. Equipment goes missing in the military too. Yeah. No, Cheryl, she does not realize that about her lawyer. No, she does not. I just can't talk any sense into her. I'm like I'm out of it now. I can't. She's the only person that I have attempted to help who had a lawyer and is still where she is. Everybody else got out in a month, a week, 10 days, 3 months at the most. Not Jessica. And she's the only one that has a lawyer. It's just too upsetting. I don't even want to talk about it. No, she can't see it. She doesn't see it. She gave him power of attorney over her finances. I wanted her to revoke it. She refused. Like it was like an overwhelming feeling that she had to do it at that time to revoke it. And then I find out within a week that there were guardianship papers for her. Business note: I'm filing Federal Trade Commission complaint forms with 10 companies right now. I filed a few FCC complaints. I don't know, I think 7 by now. Yeah, yeah, they're taking all of her money, all of her money. And they know that she can get a job. Unbelievable. They're trying to gain access to her future money. That's what they're trying to do now. And she still doesn't she won't listen to me on this lawyer. I don't know what the issue is. Oh, you're getting ads right now? Yeah, that's usually at this time because we started at 10, and this is about the time that, usually an hour into it, you'll start to get like a 2-minute ad or a 1-minute ad or whatever. Hi, Michael the messenger. Welcome, welcome. Exactly, Linda. Exactly. And she doesn't understand. Like I explained to her. And there's something that she's holding on to this lawyer for some reason. Like I've thought, like, did she have a crush on him or something? I don't know. All for painting her room, exactly. All for painting her room. Her mother is just jealous of her. Yes, they're going for a guardianship now. Think of Britney Spears for a minute. Yes, 49 thumbs up. Thank you guys. It's just an atrocity. And this medical doctor, Dr. Sanjay K. Singh, what a piece of crap he is. No, the math is not mathing on Jessica. No, 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 there's something. And this lawyer, let's see, this lawyer is like a family lawyer too. Battlefield Brain says your inner speech, visual, imagery can be subconsciously and consciously modulated wirelessly with these BCI covert TI microchips. Dream manipulation and synthetic memory recall is their control. Exactly, Cheryl. They can actually do that. Yes, exactly, Cheryl. Oh no, like people are would be dying to hold to give her a job. She's lost 2 jobs, I guess, within the first 9 months that she was there. She had job offers on the table. No, she's holding on to this guy. It's just driving me crazy. That's why I can't get involved with it anymore. She really needed to revoke the power of attorney at the time that I mentioned it. Like the feeling was overwhelming at that time. Like she really needed to do it then. And like I said, like my intuition was like spot on because within a week she got guardianship papers served to her. Business owner says they want power of attorney because targeted individuals are going to be rich once we fill all these claims for millions of dollars, like the lawyer knows. Well, I know I've been experimented on and I could prove it. And what they're doing to my property is off the charts. Also provable. So business owners, I was doing some research on the due process thing, and yeah, they are required to respond in these, when we request information. But what is the process for submitting a claim for monetary fees of when due process is not met? It is. It's human trafficking on a mass scale. Exactly. Well, and right now, I'm sure all my neighbors are, they're like listening in right now. They've got nothing else to do. And of course, I've got my military inhumane creature on my property. Oh my goodness. Yeah. SCL says, Lorraine, I watched an old episode of Doris Duke on Unsolved Mysteries on how they kept her sick and sedated to get her to sign her inheritance over to her caretakers. It reminds me of Jessica. Yeah, that's interesting, Joey. They definitely want to separate children from parents. I was listening to Brian Eaton, who's like a sort of like a new investigative journalist on YouTube. I really like him. He's good. He posted a recording of a mom whose son, whose brilliant son, high IQ and everything, was groomed on, oh, I'm thinking, uh, on one of those chat groups. What is it called? Discord. And not only groomed him, but they groomed him to transition. All of us are already millionaires. Our birth certificates is a bond, a commodity that was sold to the government, and that bond is worth millions. And yes, it can be cashed in, but it takes a lot of work. Yeah, there's a couple of YouTube creators that talk about that. That's horrible, Michael. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, they are keeping her against her will. Yeah, it's so interesting. After the TI march in Washington, 14 lawyers started running targeted individuals' lawyer ads across YouTube. There are now voice to skull lawyers ads on Google searches now too. Oh, interesting. Oh, of course, Nick. They want it for free. They want everybody's. Oh, that's it. Yes, the bond name is called, yes, Sestiqua account. The straw man. Yes, that's it. Black's Law Dictionary explains it. Yes, that's it. It's very complicated. But there was this guy on that I'm subscribed to, and I forget his name, but he explains how to do it. And he has claimed that he has received a lot of money back. Says decay. Okay. Affidavits of status. You filed UCC in 2017. So what does that do, Cheryl? Well, this is something that perhaps we'll have to create a video about this because this is an important topic. I haven't done any research on it. A bond off your strawman account you gave to the court. Oh, wow. Well, if we all have one of these accounts and I have one, that means that I have one inherited from both of my parents. Does it work that way too, where you inherit the strawman account from your parents if it was not used? And my mother worked her entire life. She worked into her 80s. So anyway, guys, it's nearing 11:30. I usually end it at midnight, but I'm going to be ending at 11:30 because I'm just tired. It's been a rough week for me. Yeah, Cheryl, if you have any of the paperwork or information, please send it to me. Yeah, so when we're born, we come through our mother's birth canal as goods to the Corporation of the USA once you sign that receipt of goods birth certificate. Yes, yes, I remember that. I remember seeing that. Yeah, we're gonna have to continue this, and we're gonna have to do some research on this and create another video on it. If I file a FOIA, just file an administrative form next. File a claim for $10,000 against the agency. let's see, file against the agency. Oh, you mean like against the FBI? Against the fusion centers, against the sheriff's department, against the attorney general, against the criminal division here in both New Jersey. Oh, against the sheriff's department in New Jersey. Oh, goodness. Against the Manalapan Police Department. Oh, my goodness. I will be a millionaire before I know it. Yeah, you could file claims all you want unless they pay it. But anyway, thank you everybody for joining in. This was a lively conversation tonight. And I appreciate all you guys. We had a lot of people here this evening. Thank you, his girl, and Michael the messenger. Welcome, and thank you all the newcomers for joining in and subscribing and sharing your experiences. And everybody, I can't mention everybody's name, but thank you everybody. Everybody sleep tight, and I'm going to say good night to everybody. And thank you again, everybody.